Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Fisherman? Today we have a very exciting episode, and we're going to welcome to the stage our next contestant on Who Wants to Be a Fisherman. It is none other than Unstoppable Miner. Give him a round of applause, everyone. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So, are you really excited for today?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, are we ready to get down to it?
Mm-hmm.
We are?
Yes.
All right. So let's sit down and let's get the show on the road. All right. So, I see that you have recently taken up the sport of fishing. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How was that?
Pretty fun.
Pretty fun. Great. Any stories to share from that?
I caught a fish.
Caught a fish. Guys, come on. How about that?
Thank you.
Caught a fish.
Thank you.
He caught a fish. All right. So are you ready to play Who Wants to Be a Fisherman?
Yes, I do.
All right. So you know the rules, don't you?
No.
All right. Since we have that covered, let's jump on in. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to open up this lucky tackle box. It's Lucky Tackle Box for the month of October 2016. You can get yours at luckytacklebox.com. That's 3 words, but only spelt out as 1 word when you're using your internet browser. However, I think you could put the spaces in there without the .com, and technology is smart enough to find its way to Lucky Tackle Box anyway. All right. So, we're going to go ahead and open this box up. With each bait that's inside the box, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. If you answer those questions correctly, you win. Who Wants to Be a Fisherman? Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Yeah, we're ready. All right, so here we go.
That's my favorite part. The paper.
I just tore the sticker. And don't you look.
Sorry.
Don't you look here. Don't you look. All right. Here we go. So, the first bait that I have here, it is this. So for our viewers at home, this is what the first bait is. V&M. It's going to be a jig. It looks like a green pumpkin style jig. Now, where is going to be the perfect place to fish these style of baits? Is it going to be A, in the deep waters, B, in the ditch at the end of your driveway, C, along a dock, or D, just outside of the weeds?
Just outside of the weeds?
Is D your final answer?
Yes.
We're locking him in for D, just outside of the weeds. And you are wrong. So, although you could fish this right outside of the weeds, and it's not a horrible idea to do, tossing it just outside the weed beds, let it kind of bounce around a little bit, this is really going to be a good bait to use more so along like docks and structure, things of that nature. So what you're doing is you're intimidating. You're this is going to try to be like a crawfish or some sort of wounded creature inside the water. You're going to tip it, your rod tip up, just real lightly as you slowly bring the bait in, and that's going to key off some of the instincts and some of the bass, and they're going to eat it all up. So,
my second answer was gonna be B, but I went with D.
you want to know what second answers get you?
Wrong.
Absolutely nothing. And Who Wants to Be a Fisherman? All right, let's go on to the next bait. And, ooh, these are going to be a favorite of mine. Here we go. It is a squirrel tail worm. We're going to go ahead and show you that guy right there. And let's even take one of them out to show the viewers at home what this is going to look like. Look at that, a squirrel tail worm. All right. I don't know if you want to take hold of that. You got it there? Taking a look, taking a feel. All right, put it back in here. Now this is going to be like a tequila sunrise sort of color. And if you could guess, what would you pair this with?
C.
A. Would you pair it up with a catfish hook? B. Would you pair it up with a Texas rig? D. Would you use a weighted hook? I think that was C. Would you use a weighted hook? Or D. Would you just tie it in a knot around your fishing line?
D. No, C.
C?
Yes.
What did I say C was? A weighted hook? That's exactly what I would do. What they put in this in the box here as well is going to be some mustad hooks. You could definitely put this worm on one of those hooks. No.
I want to put it on.
Put that worm right there on one of those hooks. You're going to be able to really take advantage of some of that little slack there in between to hook this up very nicely on that hook. You're going to also have the end that's still going to be able to give you a lot of really good action. And that should drive some of these fall bass crazy. All right. Are we ready for the third question in Who Wants to Be a Fisherman? Can you answer so I can turn around? All right. So, the third lure that we have, or really the fourth, because third was going to be those hooks. We got a nice little square bill in it looks like a baby bass style. So we have a square bill and a baby bass design. So, when you're taking a look, I don't know, you can go ahead, you can look at it, you can touch it, you can feel it.
Are bass cannibals?
When would you use this style lure? Would it be when you're out in the middle of the lake and you have the deepest waters that you have? Would it be
We lost it.
when you're along maybe a rocky shoreline? Would it be while you're sitting in really heavy cover? Or D, when you got one of those pesky fish in your tree?
Well, you know, a bass does have a mind of his own. They are a little bit crazy, so I'd think D.
D?
Yes.
The fish in the tree.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right. If trees were underwater and they didn't pose such a snag threat. Actually, where you would use this bait is going to be maybe along like a rocky little shallow, or using it along basically shallower areas. The square bill on this, and what's great about this is you can definitely fish it around a lot of structure as well, because that square bill on it,
Yeah.
you see it?
Yes.
As it's coming through, that hits structure first, it pushes it up, and it keeps on going.
Why does he keep on going?
Because that's what it does.
Scissors.
So, this is going to be the last bait that we have in our box. We're gonna pop this guy open. Right there, it's going to be a creature style. You know, definitely something that you would look to put on as a trailer on one of the baits that we already got into this box. And if my contestant here wasn't fooling around with a knife and ready for a question, what I am going to ask him is, he has one bait that we already had inside this box to put this bait on top of. What bait would he use this to be a trailer for? He could be the square bill baby bass. He could put it on with the tequila sunrise worm. He could toss it on a mustad hook, or he could put it on the green pumpkin slip and jig. So, what do you think is going to be the best possible outcome to catch fish with that? I do have to tell you, you have all of 4 seconds to answer this question. 4 seconds remaining on the clock.
This? Because look, it's on.
I'm sorry. That is not the correct answer. Actually, what I would probably pair that up with is going to be the jig. You see, the jig has a nice little hook at the very end of it. And if you tie this jig up with this trailer, it presents it as a much bigger profile. And the waving ends, give me it for a second here, without hurting me. And the waving little tails on this is going to be something else that's going to drive the fish nuts. So, let me tabulate your scores here. You got one right. One right. One. But you know what? That's still good enough to win the game. Here's what we're going to go ahead and give him. It's a Lucky Tackle Box sticker. How about that? You can put that on your bed, on your door, on your bike, on your tackle box, or maybe right here on the